Lynn here. Eee, I got some lipstick on my teeth. Isn't that attractive? Oh my goodness, that was attractive. Let's try that again, y'all. Did I get it? I think I did. Oh my heavens. Anyway, good way to start out this video, huh? Holy guacamole, you guys. Oh my goodness. Anyway, hey everyone, hi everyone. Let's try this again. Oh my gracious. Oh, a mess. And as you see, I haven't taken my thing to the Goodwill yet. I didn't stop the other day. Anyway. Hi everyone, Arlene here. Welcome back to my country craft corner. How in the world are you guys doing today? It is so good to see you again, and thank you so much for stopping back by to see what I'm up to. And I'm up to a little bit more shopping, I think. I have a little, I don't know whether it's an antique shop or a consignment shop or a just a secondhand shop here in my town that I want to go check out. I've been there once, but I went in looking for a specific piece of milk glass that I was wanting for something. And Chris had dropped me off, and I ran in and just zipped through and ran back out. So I thought I would like to go over there today, and Chris is still out of town. By the time you guys see this, Chris will be back in town. He was gone for a week in Canada with my dad and Stacy's dad and one of Stacy's sons and Stacy's mom's brother and my dad. Did I say my dad? Oh my goodness. So they went way up into the wilds of Canada, and they had a big time. They were fishing, and they were staying in a cabin that didn't have electricity. Only a propane tank, I think, for gas for the stove and what ran the refrigerator. And my uncle took a generator with him, and they had a big time. I'm telling you, they had a big time fishing every day. And you know, if I know by this time what kind of fish they fished for, I'll put it up here. But I really don't know what was in that lake up there. But I do know they were out in the wilds of of Canada. I am telling you, you guys, no internet, no cable, not my idea of a fun vacation. Just saying. For me, I'm too much of a girly girl, y'all know. So I'm taking this little opportunity, since Chris is still out of town, and since I honestly, y'all, don't like to stay at my house all day, every day. I get antsy if I do that, even though I have a bunch more to do, and I will try to bring you my 3-tiered tray or my secretary, one or the other, at the end of this video, just to give you a little craft as well. But I thought I would do a little chit chat with you. I have a bunch of questions, and I am going to get those questions with a standalone video. I don't have them with me, so I can't read them. But I will put those questions in a standalone video sometime next week, maybe, which will also include how Chris and I met and our story. And I love to share that story because it's a fun story. So I will share that with you, for those of you who have not heard it yet, next week. But right now I'm in the car, and I thought I would just come on and chit chat with you for a minute here while I'm on my way to this shop. I can't even remember what it's called. 2 times something or another, I don't know. But anyway, I'm really excited to go in there and just tootle around in there and just see what I can see, you know. I'm not looking for anything specific, although I will say I watched Danielle over there at Danielle's Decor. I watched her home tour. Does she ever do beautiful work, y'all? That little lady, she just touches my very soul. I'm telling you. I think she is so talented, and it comes to her so easy, you guys. It's natural. It's natural to her. And I just adore her. I adore the way she decorates. I think she's the sweetest spirit. And but anyway, as I ramble on about Danielle, I love her. Can you tell? But let me turn on my cruise control here so I'm not undulating in my speed. Hang on, get set here. I have a Subaru Outback, and this has something in it called eyesight, and I'm telling you, it drives itself almost except for steering, and even that, it even has like a little bump you back into the lane little thing. But this, if I come up on somebody, it will slow down automatically. If they speed up, it'll speed up if you set your cruise control at a certain time. This was not a crazy expensive car or anything like that. It's just what came with this Subaru, and I love it. Anyway, so in her tour, I digress. Oh my goodness, I'm just a bing banging and bonging everywhere, every which way but loose this morning. Oh my gracious. But when I was watching her video, first her mama had let her borrow some of her pretty blue and white dishes, which I just thought were just gorgeous. But I also saw her spheres. She had some little balls that she used here and there. And I would really love to get a couple for either I have 3 crafts left to do before I do my home tour of my Blue and White Decor. I've got my 3-tiered tray, as I think I just mentioned these 2, and my secretary, just the top of my secretary. And then I have my big lantern centerpiece for my dining room table. Now, right now, as you all know, for those of you who have been with me, I anchor my corners, is what I always say. I put something in each corner of my tray that I build my lantern decor in. And I thought, how pretty. And right now I have like a cream, kind of farmhousey looking cream spheres. I'm so sorry. I got a stupid phone call from Lisa regarding my credit card account. I hate that. You know, it was a crank call or whatever, bogus call. Anyway, sorry, how dare her interrupt me. Anyway, where was I? Oh, they have those spheres are kind of farmhousey looking, which I like farmhouse with color. I like farmhouse with color. And they have fleur-de-lis on them, and as you know, fleur-de-lis, I love fleur-de-lis. So they're pretty, and I can use those in there. But I thought, if I happen to come across like blue and white spheres like Danielle had shown, oh, wouldn't that be pretty in that tray? So that's what I'm going to look for in this little place. I usually go over to Culpeper to the Mini Mart Mall, Minuteman Mall. Tracy over there at Secondhand Tracy and just did a tour through there. Tracy, if I haven't commented on that yet, I did watch it. I loved it. What a great little video that was. I'm so sorry I haven't gotten over there to comment. I did watch it though. Excuse me. But I don't have time to go over there because I do want to get a video in the can today. So anyway, let me hush up for now, and I will come back when I'm back at my house and either show you what I got or tell you that I didn't get anything, and we'll do a little craft too. I hope y'all are doing all right today. It is so good to see y'all again, and I'm chatting with you like you're sitting here with me, and I wish you were. I wish you were. So it's been quiet. It's been really quiet without Chris. You know, for those of you ladies, and several of you have, when I mentioned that he was out of town last week in a couple of those videos and comments, some of you had mentioned to cherish every moment that I have with him, and I do, you all. I do. I promise you, I do. I love that man more than words can ever express. I got lucky, you guys. I got lucky when we met. And I miss him. I miss him terrible. I'll be glad when he's home, even though I'm glad that he's there with my family, my dad and my uncle and Stacy's son and everything. I'm glad that he's there and he's having a great time with them because, you know, they're a great bunch. Oh, so much fun. So much fun. Other than not having electricity and being eaten up by mosquitoes and flies and fishing. I'm not into all that, but, you know, whatever. I don't judge. Whatever floats your boat, literally, in their case. So anyway, I'm rambling more. Gee whiz. All right, I'm going to hush. And I'll be back in a little while. Okay, bye. Hey everyone, I'm back at my house and y'all will be really proud of me. I'm proud of myself actually. To be honest, I only spent $15, y'all. I only spent $15, and for me to go into a place like that, I did pretty well because there were some things that I saw in there that I was like, oh, that would be so pretty. Oh, wouldn't that look pretty? Oh my goodness. And I just said, no, I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. So I did not buy it. I bought 3 things, and I have the little price tags here because I've already taken things off. I bought a decorative ball, which I'm going to put in my 3-tiered tray, which I'm not going to be making today. But I bought a decorative ball. They had one in the whole place. And I was like, okay, 1 is better than none. So this is going to go in my 3-tiered tray when I go to make that. Then I found this really pretty candlestick. Look how pretty that is. And if you remember, hang on, and the candlestick was $3.52, and then I bought a plate that I'm going to show you at the end. I'm going to take my camera down, my phone, my camera down over and take it over and show it to you. I already put it in my hutch. So I wanted to go ahead and get that in place so that I can just show it to you at the end. For those of you who may be wondering, yes, I did get my hair cut yesterday and colored, and yes, it is shorter, a little bit, not a lot. I don't know how I did with my curl in today or whatever, but I love this shorter haircut, you guys. I have to say, I just love it. Anyway, so as you can see here, but that was $8.99. So between $7 and $9, well, I spent $16, excuse me, spent $16. That's not too bad. That's not too bad for 3 pieces of blue and white. Is that I'm adding to a little collection that I've started here of blue and white stuff, you know? So, hey, I can do that, right? I can collect something for myself. I don't always have to use what I've had in the house for years and years and years. I can make collect a little something for myself, which is what I've been doing with this blue. Not a lot, but a few blue and white pieces here and there in my decor, you know. So anyway, this is what I'm going to be working on today, not the inside of this. Let me tilt you up here a little bit and show you. This is my grandmother's secretary. This is a piece that has been in my family. This was my grandmother's, and then it was passed down to my mother, and then my dad had me bring it here before Mom passed away. When she was in the nursing home, I went ahead and brought it, not here to this house. Wasn't in this house then, but in our other house. But anyway, as you can see, I will take you up a little closer. I've already decorated the shelves up. I don't know how my videoing is doing here. That's my mom up there. I hope I'm close to her picture there. For those that might not have seen her, let me stand up. It might make it a little better. There's my mama right there on her wedding day. And I chalk painted the bear, and that's my grandmother's old candy dish. I think I've told the story about their boxer dog, Kim. My grandmother used to put candy in that candy dish and put it on this little table over here. That was her coffee table. And Kim would come by and take the lid off of that candy jar, eat all the candy out of the candy jar. Never broke it though, obviously, because there it still sits. But after Christmas, I redid all of the inside of my cabinetry here, my secretary, my big hutch over there, and that's my grandmother's little hutch that she also had. That is now mine. So I restyled all of these. So I'm really not going to touch the inside of this, you guys. It's perfectly fine and dandy the way it is. And it does have some blue elements in it. So I'm really not going to do anything with this. And Chris put lights up in the top of it for me, so it comes on with my remote every day, every evening. And I turn it out each night. So there we go. This is a very old piece. It looks well worn, trust me. And I'm not gonna, I thought about trying to redo it a little bit or restain it or something like that. And I decided I don't want to. I decided I wanted to leave it as is. And so let me bring this down here and talk with you for a minute here too while I'm, well, I'm gonna start working on it. So let me pull you in closer. Hopefully the back of my head will not be in your way this time. I'm hoping. It might be a little bit, but I tried to position myself where just my hands would be. First thing I want to do is I already dusted it a little bit. I didn't get inside these shelves. I just have these birds sitting here from Christmas. I had them in there for Christmas, and this is the lid to the Rae Dunn. Where is my piece? I have a piece of Rae Dunn. Oh, right here in this bottom corner. Well, you can't see it now, but there's a piece of Rae Dunn in the corner there, and that's the lid for that. And I don't want to lose the lid and put it in a box somewhere and, you know, not be able to. I decided I want to go ahead and use 2 of my placemats. These are the last 2 I have. This is not going to go in here. The last 2 I have, and I just kind of snug them up against one another, even though they are quilted, but I kind of just put them on top of one another a little bit, just to try to make it look like one cohesive piece. I do not have my sewing machine set up right now. If I did, I might have just put a seam in that and just, you know, sew them together to make a little table runner kind of thing. But I'm not gonna worry about it. Y'all know and I'll know and nobody else will know once I get all my decor in place. So I have a problem with this, and I know one of you guys gave me a trick. And I don't remember what it was. I think it might have been put a rubber band on the bottom of your candle or something like that. But this is way too big for my little taper candle here. So my little trick through the years has always been just to wrap. This is a piece of paper towel. Boy, this is something here, huh? All I do is just wrap a piece of paper towel around the bottom of the candle. Like this. And I don't know whether this will be enough. I brought 2 pieces. Let me see if this will help it. Then I just snug it down. And here we go. That works right in my candle holder like that. And you really can't see it. It's white. It blends in. So there we go. And I'm just going to set this candle right back in here. Right back in that corner. And then I had this little cloche that where did I get this little cloche? I think I got it at Tuesday morning after Christmas. It was on clearance. Let me wipe it up here. Just a teeny tiny little glass cloche, which I think is so pretty. I see all these ladies doing so many beautiful things with their cloches. And I just love what they do. I'll tell you, I am inspired so many times by some of the creators here on YouTube, you guys. But anyway, that is simply a piece of hydrangea. That is all that is. You know, you get the bushes of hydrangeas. That is all. I just simply cut a little piece off. And I just want to you know, put that right underneath the glass. And if I can get it all underneath there. There we go. And I want to set this somewhere over here. I'm not exactly sure where or how yet, but I want it sitting over there some way. Okay, now I have all the stuff here that I'm going to do for this area right here. By the way, my grandma always kept her secretary shut. You know, this will shut up like this, see? I was in one of our local stores here, Dottie's Den, as a matter of fact, for those of you local to me here, over there off of Lafayette Boulevard one day, and they had a secretary, and they had it open, and they had a display on it, and I was like, well, for crying out loud, why didn't I ever think to do that? with mine. So ever since that day, pretty much since we moved into this house, and I've had room to open it up. In my other house, I didn't have room. This sat in a corner, and I literally couldn't even open the lid, y'all. Ever since that day, I have always styled this with the lid open. So I usually try to set decor over on this side. I leave this side a little lighter in decor because when you look into the room, you see a lot of decor. So I want the decor kind of centered over here, most of the decor. You know, I want to do a little vignette, so to speak, right in this corner. And not so much as you're looking into the room, because you can see my little end table is sitting right here beside it. And, well, you can't see, but I have a little end table sitting right here beside it, and then the couch is beside that, and so on. So, all right. So, what I have is, first of all, I have a little plate holder here. And I'm going to kind of set it off of the placemats, you know, a little bit. And then this is a bigger version of the Waverly plates that I got from the Christmas tree shops, which I now know you cannot, they don't have a website that you can order from anymore. I am heartbroken, you guys. Oh my gosh, for those of you who have been ordering from the Christmas tree shops like Kim over there at Sweet Daisy Creations and Danielle, girls. I mean, Danielle, I figured it out from your home tour. That's where I first heard it. I had not realized it. Actually, I stuck it in a video, that information in a video last week after I watched your home tour. Oh my land, y'all. I have no idea why they did away with that. But regardless, if you have a Christmas tree shops or that's where I got this and the placemats. So anyway, I just want to set this up in this little plate holder here. And then, for those of you who've remembered, I got this little piece. Anyway, I got this piece over there in Culpeper at that little place I go all the time, the Minuteman Mall over there. So I simply just want to put this right in front of this. I'm going to move this back as far as I can. And then I just want to kind of set that kind of cattywampus there. Now you can see this has a real pretty design in it. I don't want to cover up necessarily this design. Now some of it may be covered, but I really love this little piece. I think it speaks for itself. It's a lovely little piece, you know? And this was not expensive, y'all, $8. I paid $8 for that. So this is one of the pieces that I've collected, if you will, you know, for my little blue and white. So anyway, I just want to set that there. And then I got this little blue bird from Hobby Lobby. And it was $8.99, but I'm sure I didn't pay that. I either paid 50% off of it or I used a coupon. So I just simply want to put her right there. And then I bought this little vase from the Christmas tree shops too for $1.29. This has been a while back. I already hauled all this stuff, so I kept the price tags on them all, right? Because I was too lazy to take them off. So I just want to put that in the back corner. Just like that. And guess what? I'm going to add to it. I'm going to add a little ivy to it. I have been loving my greenery, as y'all know, and I just want to add one little piece of ivy. Right here. And then I want to put one right, let me get the bird out of there. I want to weave it in here. Whoops. And I want to kind of tuck it around that base. And then I want to set the little bird right down in there. You can still see the blue in there when you look down on it, but it has a little bit of something in there. I love the ivy. As I told you, the ivy reminds me of my mom because she used to grow it all the time. And I wish I knew what her ivy plate was. I really do. So all I have left that I just simply carried over here just now is another hydrangea. And I thought that I would just stick it like in the corner here. Just, you know, to pull the hydrangea over. And there's hydrangeas and blue florals throughout the room. And then I just have some of these blueberries left. So I thought I might just cut a couple. Not anything, I'm not going crazy with it here. But just, you know, boy, this stuff sticks to itself. It drives me crazy. Just stick it right here in with the ivy, you know. Maybe one piece in the back. And that, my friends, is about it. I really don't want a lot. I do have this little expect nothing and appreciate everything. But I don't really want to hide that candlestick. I really like that. So I think I'll just lean it up against the little cloche. So that's it, y'all. I think that's all I'm going to do to this. It's just subtle and pretty and just soft. You know, just a little something, something here on my secretary to say, look, I'm decorating with blue and white or blue and cream, whatever, you know. So let me go into some final words, and then I will take you down and I'll take you, I'll show you a little closer of this, and I'll take you over to my big hutch and show you that other plate, which is really pretty, that I got today, so that you can see that and see where I put it. So, alrighty, you guys. Again, this has been kind of a hodgepodge of a video here. You know, I've been kind of making these hodgepodge videos as of late for y'all, doing a little bit more chit-chatting, trying to do, you know, add a little bit more chit-chatting. And as I've been going through this room, I've been giving you a little bit of history of the pieces that I've been working with and where they came from. And I used to sit at this as a child. I used to sit right here as a child, not here, obviously, but in my grandmother's house, you know, as a child. My parents grew up in Maryland, up on Luke Hill. Luke, Maryland is where they grew up, right down the street from one another. And if y'all have ever been by a paper mill, you kind of can figure out what it smelled like up there, which wasn't wonderful. But the love was abounding up there. I was so lucky. How, you know, I was so lucky, and I didn't know it when I was a kid. I mean, I appreciated it, but I didn't know when I was a kid that not everybody had their grandparents living right down the street from one another, you know? I could spend time with one and run down the street and go spend time with the other, you know? It was amazing. My mom's mom is who I got all of the furniture and whatnots from, though. But anyway, a little history for you there too. So, all right, let's go into some final words. And as I said, I'll take the phone down and I'll take you around and show you that other stuff. I have 2 more crafts to do in this room. Not in this room, but in this area. I've got my 3-tiered tray, which will be another day. And I've got my lantern centerpiece, which will be another day. And then I will put together my home tour. And that might take me a little while to get in the can and then get edited. So we might have a little lull when I finish my lantern centerpiece between that and then my home tour. And then after that, I'm not sure where I'm going. Maybe some organizing videos in my garage. But, you know, I'm not sure. I have to redo my front porch after you guys see it, after the 4th of July, which it already is after the 4th of July, so I need to redecorate out there, redecorate my mailbox. There's always something to do in there. There's always something to do. And my Q&A will be coming up too sometime in the mix here. Not sure when or where. I always think I'm going to run out of stuff to do, and I never do. I never run out of stuff to do. I've always got videos to make. So anyway, so let me just say that I hope that those of you who are struggling or suffering with a catastrophic illness or chronic pain, I hope that you have someone there with you, taking care of you, helping you get through each day, making the very, very best out of each day. I hope there's nothing weighing on your minds or your hearts, pulling your attention away from where you want it to be or from where it should be. I love y'all to bits, to bits, to bits, hugs all around. And I keep you in my thoughts and my prayers every single day. And with all that said, don't go away though, because I'll show you that plate and take a little closer video of this. But with all that said, while I'm looking at you, until next time, y'all take good care. Bye-bye. Okie dokie, y'all. Here I am a little closer. And there's that plate. And that blue little vase. And the blue bird nestled in the ivy with the blue hydrangea. And the blue of the plate, you can still see. I did move that stuff out from behind because you could see it when I took some pictures, so I just stuck two of the birds there, and the lid for the Ray Dunn is in there. And the little jar I had in there is in the center. Now let's hope I remember where that is. But again, expect nothing and appreciate everything. My little $3.50 candle holder with a blue candle, and then everything inside pairs nicely. All right, let's get up and walk over here. Excuse any mess you see. I've not cleaned. So here's the tablecloth on the table, but you'll see more of that when we're done. There's the front yard. Hotter than you know where today, again. But here's my hutch that I've had for years and years and years and years. This was the first piece of, this set was the first furniture that Chris and I bought together, pretty much. Good set of furniture, you know. But here is that plate that I got, not this. I'll tell you about this in a second, but here's that plate. Isn't that pretty? It almost looks like that Dutch china, but it's not. It was, like I said, $8. It's nothing special, you know, but special to me because it fits right in. I think it's beautiful. And then this beautiful vase was, which I'm not going to put anything in because I think it speaks for itself, is a vase that Chris got me. We went to Austria. He went on business and I went with him one year, and we purchased that from in Austria. Isn't that pretty? So I think it pairs nicely with that plate. And that's it. And then, you know, I have to say I did stick these in here because I didn't want to store them away. So I just stuck them in there, and which is fine. But again, I restyled this, took all my old dishes out, and they're downstairs for right now, and I'm not sure how long I'm going to hold on to them, though, you guys. I mean, I am really enjoying working with this like this, and I never use those dishes. I never use them. So, but anyway, that's all she wrote for today's video, you guys. Again, another hodgepodge. That's where I had myself all set up. And there it is. There's the finished product, and I love it. I think it's really super pretty. Soft, subtle, understated, and just pretty. Alrighty, you guys. Until next time, y'all take good care. Bye-bye.